After a 16-hour drive, a 3-hour shuttle, we are here. And now we have just a mere 200 miles of bike trail on 5 days through 100-degree heat across a part of the country known as the American Outback. Would you have it any other way?
Absolutely not.
Let's do this.
The Nebraska Cowboy Trail is a rail trail that stretches 189 miles across north-central Nebraska, from the town of Norfolk in the east to Valentine in the west, with another 126 miles planned to the west of Valentine. We planned our trip to take 5 days traveling west to east, hoping to take advantage of what we were told were prevailing winds west to east. But as we crossed what is probably the most iconic image of the Cowboy Rail Trail, the Valentine Trail Bridge, we realized that hope was completely dashed as we experienced sustained headwind speeds of 20+ miles per hour and gusts almost 40 miles per hour. But it's not far outside of Valentine that the landscape changes to the famous sandhills of Nebraska, also known as the Nebraskan Outback and even the American Outback. Our initial plan was to push on to the town of Ainsworth, that is 47 miles to the east, but with this wind, we only made it 26 miles to the town of Wood Lake. The Nebraska Cowboy Trail is extremely camper-friendly, as each town along its route opens their town parks to campers, usually only asking for donations. Park accommodations can vary from just a place to set up a tent to powered campsites with showers.
I don't know if you can hear those birds. That's our alarm clock this morning. So, rough day yesterday. Only did 26 miles. Into a consistent, all-day, 20-mile-an-hour headwind. It was really harsh. It was also 93 degrees. Both of us drank 4 liters of water on the trail and 2 when we got to camp. I still think we're a little dehydrated.
Hydration is something to give serious consideration to when biking through the sandhills. There are no water sources between Valentine and Wood Lake that are not either behind a barbed wire fence or shared with cattle, so plan accordingly. After Wood Lake, every town has some sort of park with a water spigot, and from Ainsworth east there are convenience stores about every 15 miles. Well, as you can see, day 2, we still have that same wind, 15-20 mile an hour. That flag back there is really whipping. But today, the trail has turned a lot more east, and now it's kind of at a rear quarter. Not much of a tailwind, but at least a rear quarter wind. It's a big difference. When the sun gets high in the sky, there's not a lot of shade on this trail. There's not a lot of trees, period. So, you do your best to find shade where it works. I hate Bill. It is freaking hot.
Prairie shower. Oh, good Lord, does that feel good. Yippee-ki-yay. Day 3, leaving Bassett. We got a long ride to O'Neill, 47 miles. So we are getting a nice early start when it's still below 80. So as we sit here digesting our second breakfast of the day, thought I'd mention a couple things about small town Nebraska. Number one, the majority of people wave at you. Didn't know what to think of it at first. I thought they were confusing with somebody they knew, but they just wave. So we wave back now. Second thing is, do not be surprised if total strangers come up and start a conversation. It's a little unnerving at first, but just ask them where's the best place to eat. Hard-working people. Nothing says refreshment like 90-degree water. So it's 2:40 in the afternoon. The official temperature is 99 degrees, which, according to all scientists, peer-reviewed, qualifies as hot as balls. But tonight we have a hotel room. So out here on these rides, something like a water tower. It's like a landmark of a beacon, really. Quite frankly, a beacon of hope, water, and possibly air conditioning. So, I don't know if you can see it out there in the distance, but we're approaching Ewing. And it's hot and windy again. Yep.